In other words, this is just I'm sorry, y'all, July and August, like, right smack in the middle of July, at the end of July, going into the middle of August, it is our time. So that lemniscate, that beautiful infinity sign, Aaron, is where you are trying to get. It's when energy begins to, like, feed upon and regenerate itself. It's that beautiful, perfect flow. Welcome to everybody at you on YouTube and on Substack. You all welcome. It's the Sunshine Report. Today is August 4th, President Obama's birthday. Somebody just let me know it's Meghan Markle's birthday. And I'm just finishing up. Yeah, I started a new one, pals. Hopefully it started again. So let me know if you see it. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Louis Armstrong today is his birthday as well. Like our former like famous musician, Louis Armstrong. That makes sense. So you all, happy birthday to President Obama. Happy birthday to Meghan Markle. Y'all welcome. This is the Sunshine Report. Hey, Mimi B. Oh, and Mimi B, you know, you can always catch the replay. You can always catch the replay on the tube that is you. Okay. And I'll put up as many clips as I can today. Okay, great. So it's on. Awesome. Yay. Welcome to the tube that is you. Welcome to Substack. Welcome to the Sunshine Report. How are you all doing today? Jazz trumpet. Okay, got it. Got it. Maybe I'm sorry you're not going to be with us today. We have a lot to talk about today. So please catch the replay. I know you're going to love it. Welcome to the Sunshine Report. And Aaron, I hope you enjoyed that reading. The strength card is one of my favorite cards. Whenever I get it, I feel like, and so girl, let yourself get into the energy of that beautiful relationship between the divine feminine softness, and the fiery beast within. Because that's what really that card is all about. And the beautiful flow between those two things. We can't have one without the other. Can't be all sweetness, honey, sugar, and light without acknowledging and being in control of and knowing that you have power over and that you honor and respect the fiery beast within. It's the strength card. I hope you love it. And it's associated with Leo season. So you all welcome. Come on in. We have a lot to chit chat about today. Ooh, it's one. And I gotta go get the roots done today. So we have a lot of important things to talk about today. And 92%, I really need y'all to hear me with your whole heart today. I want you all to know, y'all know yesterday we talked about weathering, right? Weathering. And I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to be talking about it a lot because our politics are becoming holistic. I had no idea when our movement started where we were going to ultimately in our destination. I now know where it is. We got the blueprint. So we're going to talk a little bit about weathering. Weathering is the cumulative. Thank you. Are we getting close to our daily? Oh, that's awesome. Thank you all. Thank you all for the flowers. Hey, Ocean Summer. Ocean Summer, I'm coming to y'all from a different place, so I don't have all of my nourishing beverages today, sadly. But y'all, Ocean Summer is here. She's always a reminder to me she's a reminder to me of one of my favorite critical decisions that we made, critical decision number 5 that Black women of the 92% made, and that is to ritualize our wellness. Okay. So remember your wellness routines today, whether it is doing your breathing practice, whether it is your meditation, whether it is your nutrition, whether it is your movement medicine, make sure you honor that part of the journey today. And it's as important a part of the journey as showing up to vote. By the way, today is primary day. Is it for Missouri? Is it for Michigan? As always, I'm gonna remind everybody to check your voter registration. Make sure your paperwork is intact. That is something they always like to they hit us with all these fucked up negative stereotypes, but you know, one group of people whose paperwork is not gonna be fucked up when it comes to election day, Black women. So like go ahead and make sure, double check, triple check. Every time another state has a primary, I want us to like let that be let that, oh, you're so welcome, girl, Ocean Summer. Let us always remember to check our voter registration. But weathering is it was a discovery made in the early 90s by Dr. Arlene Hieronymus. She discovered that Black women suffer something that's kind of a cumulative biological and physiological toll. It's the toll of chronic exposure to racism, sexism, economic insecurity, overwork, and the constant vigilance that Black women have to deal with, suffer, carry in a race conscious society. So when we talk about weathering, that's what we're talking about. It is measurable. It's measurable by how high Black women's allostatic load is, which is basically wear and tear on the body. elevated stress hormones, cortisol, epinephrine. We have higher blood pressure, cardiovascular strain, shortened telomeres, which shows that we're experiencing weathering on a cellular level, and even epigenetic changes. So that's what weathering is, and it's immeasurable. It is a honest to God like toll on our health, which is why our politics for Black women have to be holistic. But I want you to hear me with our whole heart. Okay, I want you to hear my whole heart. Our health disparities are not our fault. They're not because we make bad choices over and over again. Of course, there are things that we do personally with our own willpower to like interrupt. They're not because our DNA is broken. They are cumulative. These effects are cumulative because of us, Black women, living under chronic racialized stress. All right. We have a comment. Okay. Oh, thank you. Midwest, Michigan, Kansas, Missouri, Virginia, and Washington for primary elections today. Thank you. Get out and vote. And if you are not in those states, check your voter registration. Hello, Her Divine Alchemy. How are you doing today? Welcome on in. Thank you for all y'all. We're almost at our live goal for daily heart me's. If you're coming to us from another platform, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hitting the little notification bell so you can always know when I'm going live. So I need us to know that these racial disparities that we face, they're not our fault. Science finally has a name for what our grandmothers have been trying to survive for generations. It's called weathering. And here's the sentence. Here is the sentence I want every Black woman to leave here today remembering. Weathering, girl, thank you for the go populars. Weathering is not our fault, but healing is our responsibility. And it is the light that is going to brighten the path to our beautiful future. Okay. That is why the 92% movement exists. So, welcome, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the Sunshine Report. This is our daily intelligence briefing. Our joy cultivation practice and our political home for Black American women and Black women voters here in the United States. My name is Halicue. I'm one of the founding voices of the 92% movement and the Sunshine Report. This is where we believe that Black women deserve so much more than survival. We deserve not even thriving, flourishing. Every morning we gather to chit chat, to understand the news, to protect our peace, to grow our brilliance, and to organize, strengthen, and intensify our political power. And this is where we make that power, that political power, the way we show up. Ooh, girl, let me get these cards out of the way. I forgot how beautiful this deck is. Aaron, thank you for the for hitting viewer wishes and asking for this. Y'all ask me for this more often. I'm a little bit out of sorts because I'm coming from a different place because we have a house full of guests. We have a house full of my daughters, like friends. They've all graduated except one. One's on her way to law school. Another's on her way to like work at Nike with her boyfriend or boyfriends on the way to the UK. Lanky Libra herself is like off at work today. I think they're gonna try to go to the beach. I think they're gonna try to go to the beach today. They're gonna be here for 6 days. We're at day number 5 today. I think everybody's taking off tomorrow or Thursday. So we just had to move the program and the timing around a little bit, but I'm so glad you're here. So listen, how is everybody doing right now? Where are you in your healing today? Beautiful, bold, brilliant Black women of the 92%, because that shit is important. It's as important as our voter registration. Our politics have to be holistic. We're going to talk about it. Whenever we vote, whenever we talk about our political power, it's important. So I want to know, how are you doing in your mind, your body, your spirit, your emotions? Y'all let me know. Give me on a scale of 1 to 10. Oh, having a good day finally. That's what I like to hear. That is truly what I like to hear. Okay. So tell me, I want to hear about it in the chat. Like, let me know your relationship, because healing is so much easier in community than it is by ourselves. Olokun says, I'm doing good, just watching to get in my own place. Good, 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 good. We're going to send some prayer and energy out to you. Y'all know I'm deconstructed, but of course I'm a bougie hoodoo. Okay. So of course we pray. Of course we're going to send you good energy. That is what the Sunshine Report is for. My goal is to send out as much good energy as Lord knows y'all give me. That's so funny. I say Lord knows, even though I'm deconstructed. That's just how I talk. I'm from Mississippi. Oh, counting down until the Aries goes back. Oh, girl, I know you counting them days and seconds till them kids can get out. The kids back in school. This is the time of year. I told my daughter, I did. I told her, I told Scary Scorpio, I said, "Girl," I was like, "If I were you, I'm not mama's not telling you what to do, but I would put a premium on my babysitting rates right now, because this is the time of year when all the camps are over, right? Camps are over, and it's hard finding things for these kids to do in these last couple of days before school. They driving you crazy deep down. They don't wanna go back to school. They can sense how happy we are that their asses are going back to school. So it's challenging. I told my daughter, I was like, "If I was you, I would charge her. I'd charge her. I'd be like, her Divine Alchemy. I would add a surcharge for this time of year, and if somebody's asking you to babysit in under 24 hours, I would add an emergency fee. I would add a $30. I was like, I would add a $30 day of fee, and I was like, and moms will pay it too. I was paying all kind of money for like drop in for these kids. I took a whole week off next week. Girl, good for you. That's the kind of Aaron, do you not even understand what you just did? That example. Okay, this is excellent. Erin said that she has already arranged for her to take a week off next week to recover. That is going to be a part. Oh, I love you so much. Right back. Thank you. And thank you for the gifts. That is the kind of thing we're going to have to do. We're going to be talking about it. I'm telling y'all, we got the blueprint. 92%, we got the blueprint to the future. This is top secret. This is about to go right here behind our founding documents. And it's going to be one of the things I'm going to be talking about a lot in August. Our new organizing principle, the way we have organized indifference and economic activism, it's going to be a new strategy, not necessarily a crucial decision, but a strategy. All right. And our healing and our acquisition of and the amplification of our power, especially our physical and our mental wellness power. For every act of extraction, and our kids be extracting the fuck out of us a lot. Our energy. I'll never forget her Divine Alchemy said, sometimes these kids can be energy vampires too. Okay. And I'm gonna give credit to the woman that told me that. Hello, Dr. Keisha Davis. Okay. So, one of our new organizing principles of restoration for Black women, for every act of extraction, it must be matched by restoration. So thank you, Paris. Oh my gosh, thank you. Y'all, thank you so much. For every act of extraction that happens with Black women, every time somebody takes something from us, I don't give a damn. I don't care if it's Coach Dad. I don't care if it's a lanky Libra, my little scary Scorpio, the community, friend groups. If they're extracting energy from us, it is our responsibility to restore it. So for all the energy that went out, girl, and I know you were struggling this summer. I'm just gonna tell you, I know you were struggling. Rest comes in, right? When stress and anxiety goes out, and no matter how well regulated our nervous systems are, we be stressed out and we be anxious and nervous. For every bit of stress that goes out, recovery needs to be a priority. For all of the work that is extracted from us, whether somebody's paying us or not, joy must be the restoration. We must have some moments of joy that are ours alone. For our leadership, we have to have moments of solitude. Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all understand? Like, this is about to become a mantra. This is about to become as important as organized indifference and economic activism. All right. Incense of Florida water has been sprayed daily. Girl, I know. I'm gonna be trying to talk my sister into getting you that peaceful home candle. My sister just, oh, I wish her candle business was back up and running, because that a peaceful home candle, I was waiting on that before the divorce got started. White men in my recent orchestra just put me, girl, I can't even imagine what that's like. They be microaggressing at the orchestra. Girl, what instrument do you play? What instrument do you play? I love a Black girl musician. I do. Y'all welcome and come on in. Thank you all for I'm gonna go ahead and put our sunsets up. Oh, I'm so glad I found that. So listen, thank you so much for liking the live stream. Thank you for just doing something, y'all. It's simple. Thank you. I love that. Okay, that's good. That one's gonna make me very happy because y'all know, like, our show is literally come sit in the sun with me. Crystal, how are you doing? Thank you for the stickers. So, thank you all for liking the stream. Thank you for sharing the stream with another Black woman. And if you are listening on replay, please leave a review. Was that another one? Thank you. Please leave a review for the podcast. The Hey, It's Halicue podcast. It is a podcast for Black women of the 92%, by Black women of the 92%. Thank you for leaving a review on Apple Podcasts. These reviews help more Black women find our community. I appreciate it. So listen, you all come on in. I appreciate you all so much. I'm going to double check the chat just to make sure we are not missing anybody. I appreciate you all so much. We got some eyes on us. Like, so if you're coming into us from Substack or YouTube, I'm so happy you're here. This is the Sunshine Report. This is a place of power and strength and joy for Black women of the 92%, Black women voters. That is what we call ourselves. This is your daily politics news, joy cultivation, and intelligence briefing for Black women of the 92%. I am so happy you're here. Is that Wubsy? Wubsy, welcome. Thank you all so much for every single heart for every single heart. I appreciate you so much. So, welcome. Come on in. We have something very important to talk about today. All right. And I want to introduce what I honestly believe is going to be the intellectual and scientific foundation for the 92% movement. Okay. Aaron, was that a galaxy? What did I? Okay. So, Aaron for the guy. Okay. I don't know what I'm missing. Am I missing things? Am I missing things? Aaron, if I missed a gift, thank you so much. How did I miss the galaxy? What is going on? Y'all know the galaxy is my favorite gift. Thank you for reminding me. Thank y'all. That's how I know I believe in my community. I'll put my community up against anybody else because y'all know I would have been messed up and remiss. I love a galaxy. I know I'm not supposed to care. I know I'm not supposed to care, but I love it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, you need some sunshine. You found the right place. Thank you all. Y'all know y'all be having to nudge and poke the fuck out of me. Pals, literally, and another Wubsy. Thank you so much, Wubsy, for manifestation. What do I have for Wubsy? Gift gallery is filled, girl. Y'all better not mess with me. I'm divinely protected. Y'all know Erin is the guardian of my gift gallery, girl. Mwah, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Wubsy, what do I have for you today? Wubsy just sent a manifestation. Wait, hold on. These are so beautiful. I love having an excuse to pull a card for y'all. We need to get back to our superfan activations. So y'all just powerful in here today. The magician. I literally have chills, Wubsy, and it's like 80 degrees here. The magician. The magician is an alchemist and a manifester. The magician knows how to combine earth, air, fire, water in order to create and be an energetic catalyst to take the idea and to add her own rituals and intentions, spells, and then make things happen. That's my sister's card, the magician. Okay, all right, I got chills. Okay, I hope y'all ready to manifest and bring yes, girl, do it. Y'all noticing like all the like Black women on TikTok saying do spell? What's wrong with y'all? Stop asking for all the advice and just start doing magic. Just start focusing your energy. That's all you got to do. Wear the signs and the symbols. Wear your sacred adornments, anoint with the oil, pray, dance, generate energy, then focus your intentions, write them down and make it happen. I'm just saying. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm giving you permission. Do it. You need help? Go to Nova. Follow Nova. Y'all know my friend Nova. Look her up. Yeah, I feel like if my intentions are right, yeah, you can't mess it up. It's like a recipe. Like every time I make gumbo, I'm always a nervous fucking wreck. Every time I make gumbo, every time I make ribs not so much because you could tell ribs are gonna be real good like before the last half an hour and you put them out in front of people because they start falling off the bone. You're trying to you're trying to put the sauce on and everything and you're trying to like cure the sauce. So like ribs, you know what's gonna happen. Pulled pork is always stressful for me because you want to make sure your pork pulls. And gumbo 'cause I don't have a recipe, I just have the way I do it, and I am stressed every time I put this gumbo out in front of people, like, I become really annoying. Thank you for pinning Nova. If y'all need a godmother, if y'all want a teacher, get with Nova, I trust her implicitly. If you need energy healing work, get with, the multidimensional healer, Allison, my girl, Allison Roselle, another Leo, I trust her implicitly, she is my energy worker, okay? So get with these modalities like right now. Yeah, Nova is amazing. Get in there. She is not going to lead y'all wrong. I trust her. She and I need to do a podcast episode because there's a lot of us that are reaching back into the old ways. And Nova and I, one of the reasons I love Nova and I, and a thing that we have in common is that we don't necessarily look like what people would think a hoodoo looks like. Like we you know what I mean? Like we're not really head wrap warriors. Like we look like every other like black woman at the Whole Foods. You know, I have to go. I'm gonna be team mom this year. I'm on the Parent Teacher Association. Allison Roselle, and her name here is she just changed her tag. You'll know her because I follow her, and her new tag is multidimensional healer. Ah, Olakun, thank you. Y'all gonna keep me busy today. Thank you. I like that though. I like it. That was that was a jumper. I love jumpers. Wheel of Fortune. Another major arcana card. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune. Card number 10. Now, people like when they talk about this card, they like to and y'all, I love Black Girl Tarot and astrology. What can I say? Yes, there she is. She's here. Okay, she's here. Um, Wheel of Fortune. And I love that this card, they don't make it look like really scary and mystical. A lot of people love talking about how mystical and scary. No, the Wheel of Fortune is not the Wheel of Doom, it's Wheel of Fortune. I want you to imagine um, I want you to imagine, like, you know, in a casino, like in that movie Casino with Robert De Niro and Sharon Stone. And y'all know how Sharon Stone's kind of a hustler, and they had this great scene where there's like she's at the roulette wheel, some that she's with this high roller, the energy's getting really high and exciting, and everyone's getting excited, you know, like everyone's like getting excited. And that really exciting moment happens where it's like place your bets, and then the dealer like spins the wheel and they drop the little white ball and the ball goes tick tick and the roulette wheel's going tick tick to tick 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 and the white ball's jumping all around. In that example, the universe is the roulette wheel and you with a white ball. You ain't landed yet, but you need to get excited. Thank you, pals. But you need to get excited about where the ball is going to land. Because again, it's called the Wheel of Fortune. Paying attention to cycles, progress, and change. One tick forward, getting to the place you're finally ready to be where you've been looking for. Resolution. It's exciting. A new chapter. The ball is getting ready to land in a new place and get excited for it. Wherever it is it lands, that's the way it's supposed to be. Now, we don't know what the answer is yet or where you're going to land, but you need to get excited about it. Because again, Wheel of Fortune and it's card number 10, right in the middle of the major arcana, and it's a sign about yep, for your new chapter and your new changes. I'm telling y'all, Jupiter is in Leo, and it is time to accept and get ready for luck and expansion. Okay, get ready for your luck and expansion. And really quick, before we jump into our main topic, can you all please do me a great favor and share out the live? It's as simple as hitting the share button down here, just hitting the little like repost button. Thank you for the go populars. Thank you for the hearts. Oh, I love it. Y'all, thank you, because I'm kind of hesitant to bring all my cards and stuff like into our community because I kind of do that on another platform. It's the business I started back when COVID started, but I miss it. I really do. And I like Nova was just talking about this, about tools for like divination. And divination doesn't necessarily mean fortune telling. It means like just getting some directions, looking for some signs and symbols, trusting your intuition, using your cards to like to meditate, to plan, to chart your way forward, to do some creative thinking. All right. Oh, you missed me a girl. I loved Clubhouse. Those were Clubhouse was easily what taught me social media. Easily. So y'all welcome. Come on in. And again, if y'all are like, what the hell do these cards and all this stuff have to do with politics? I'm sorry. Politics for black women are holistic. It's 92% is a holistic movement, and I'm going to tell you why. That's what we're talking about today. You all welcome. Come on in. I want to introduce y'all to what I truly believe is the intellectual and scientific foundation for what our movement, the 92% movement, even is. We're going to get to the news. We have a lot of news today. Anthropic, the CEO of Anthropic, he's got a lot of fucking nerve. He says, I think the new hires now are now chasing money over the mission of the company. Sir, someone could be working for your company, Anthropic, any AI company, any company. This is one of the reasons that Black women had decided we made a crucial decision that we were unlearning the grind, unlearning the grind. You're not gonna attach all of our self-worth and our importance to what our job is or how we make money, even if we make money doing the thing we love. So, his name is Amodi. Sir, be glad people show up to work and pay people what they deserve, please. We're also going to be talking about the Supreme Court's birthright citizenship ruling. Y'all's fuck ass stunt queen in chief, his staff didn't put in a request for another hearing, so that's done. Birthright citizenship is going to stay the way it is in the Constitution. The United States is out of ammunition. We have the largest military budget in the world. Like what we spend on our military and on munitions and on everything is literally it's more than what the other like the 10 countries beneath us combined spend. So we ran out of weapons. Maybe that's for the best. Maybe we'll sit the fuck down someplace. Hey, Judy Smart, thank you for your daily heart me. Also, the Pentagon doesn't know what to do to Iran, so now they're crowdsourcing and asking our brave men and women in uniform for answers. So they're crowdsourcing. Oh, and the first two people have died from the exploding ass diarrhea, the exploding lettuce diarrhea, the cyclospora, from the cyclospora outbreak in Michigan. So there's that. That's what happens when the Republican Party is in charge of everything. So that's what I want to say. So we have a lot of news to get to today, but it's very important for us to chit chat about again um, what we've been talking about for a few days now. We've been talking not for days, for over a year. We've been talking about rest, Black women cultivating joy. We've been talking about like mental and emotional healing, aka therapy for Black women, the importance of movement medicine, economic power, supporting Black girl creative genius, political strategy, mental liberation. And then I did this deep dive. I discovered this. The first hint was it was like 3 or 4 months ago. I discovered a article on JAMA, and it was out of St. Louis talking about weathering, except it included Black men and women. It was about how our lives are being shortened because of racialized stress and chronic inflammation diseases that were affecting us. And then when I discovered Dr. Arlene Hieronymus's work on weathering and specifically how it relates to Black women, and again, weathering, the definition, the cumulative biological toll of chronic exposure that Black women suffer and experience because of racialized stress, sexism, economic insecurity, overwork, and constant hypervigilance in a race conscious society. It's called weathering. All right. It's something I fell down into a rabbit hole and then it all made sense to me. Every single aspect of the 7 crucial decisions that we made as Black American women voters back in November 2024, something very, very powerful happened. It was heartbreaking. It broke our hearts in November 2024 when Kamala lost, but something very important clicked together for me very recently that all of this wasn't random. Because I kept wondering, and the ancestors kept saying, "No, you need to talk about like ritualizing wellness." I'm like, "This isn't a wellness channel or platform. Like, what do you mean?" But I knew it was important to talk about. I knew it was important to talk about like movement medicine, dance, our emotional and our mental health as like Black women in this nation, and that it had something to do with our politics, but I could not quite figure it out. And y'all have to forgive me for all of these 87 messages I haven't gotten back to. But I knew that it wasn't random, and I knew if I just listened to what I was supposed to do, and I trusted myself, and I trusted and I listened to my sisters in the struggle, other Black women in the 92%, I knew I would find the way, and it would give us some answers. So, I figured out that it wasn't random. It wasn't just self help, it was biology. Politics has always lived inside Black women's bodies. That is why our politics must become holistic. Our movement must be holistic. And here's what I want us to understand: 92%, beautiful, bold, brilliant Black women are the 92%. Politics is not just elections. And I'm a student of politics. Y'all know I came up from Southern Mississippi. My mother's was a judge. She's a retired judge, which means she might go back to work at any moment. It's very hard to keep a yes, we've inherited. Somebody just said here, we've inherited, suffered from kind of ancestral girl, not just PTSD, complex PTSD. I'll never forget my therapist. I was like, "So my diagnosis is P." She goes, "No, no, no, honey. Your diagnosis is not PTSD. It's complex PTSD. That means like over time. And for Black women, it has been over decades, over centuries." So for Black women, politics again is not just elections. Politics is art. Can you sleep? Not even if you're getting enough sleep. Can you sleep? Do you find yourself like, are you walking around like this? Breathing from the upper chambers of your chest? Do you have a breath work meditation and practice? Do you even know what that is? Can you afford groceries? Can we as Black women, or can we afford to see a therapist? Do we even know where to find a therapist? For us, politics is, can we take a day off? For Black women, politics is, can you live without constantly preparing for the next freaking crisis and for the next shoe to drop? Because every one of those experiences that like Black women deal with and that we suffer from disproportionately, every one of those experiences, every one of those questions, it becomes about biology. Every insult that we have to suffer on social media or just in regular life, every microaggression that Black women suffer, every financial emergency, every time we go. I saw this, y'all's your boy Dr. Officer Brandon Tatum. He went on Jubilee. I don't fuck with Jubilee and I don't watch that, but I was like, if he's getting roasted, I'll watch it. Let me see what happens. And somebody there was a Black history teacher that was trying to talk to him and help him understand about healthcare disparities, how in the medical profession people were actually taught in medical school that Black people have thicker skin, that we have fewer nerve endings in our bodies, so we experience less pain. It's one of the reasons like Black people did not suffer as badly as white people did in the opioid epidemic, because doctors don't want to prescribe us medicine because they don't believe we feel pain. Okay. Every moment we are expected to do more work, carry everybody else, swallow the insult, ignore the microaggression, stifle the anger. Every time we do that, and as Black women, I'm sorry, you can't tell me that we don't have to do that and deal with that more than other people. Our bodies remember that accumulation of all that stress and how it negatively affects our health outcomes. That accumulation, it's called weathering. All right. And thank you all for sharing out the live. Thank you. Thank you for tapping the screen and sharing out the live. Okay. So I want us to remember that in 2026, and I'm going to read it right from the study that I pulled. A 2026 JAMA Network Open Study found that higher lifetime stress and chronic inflammation explained nearly half, 49.3, of the survival gap between Black and white participants in the study. Black participants also had significantly shorter survival times. That's the expectancy, the length of our lives. Thank you all for reposting and sharing out the live. I appreciated it. I appreciate it. Black participants, we had shorter survival times, and researchers concluded that reducing structural racial stress and inflammation is essential to narrowing mortality disparities between us and everybody else. I want us to think about that. Almost half. And that's not, and I want us to know, Black women, because we are so quick, especially if we grew up in any kind of trauma, especially if we were parentified, like say maybe you were the first daughter or the first daughter. We have a tendency, or if you witnessed abuse when you were growing up, children, and when children witness abuse, they don't think it's somebody else's fault. They assume it's their fault. It's because they were bad or they did something wrong. I want us to think about that. I want us to understand our bodies are not defective. Our DNA is not effective. If anything, I mean, I be talking about the lie of white supremacy. I don't ever talk about the truth of Black genetic superiority. I don't want to do that because I'm already controversial enough. Okay. Already controversial enough. You're right. It's all internalized, Cinderella. Okay. But I want us to remember that our bodies are not defective. If anything, if evolution is real, weird, there's to talk about survival of the fittest. I heard a black woman creator talking about this today. The reason people hate us so much is because it's hard to control a black woman. It's hard, and they be trying so hard. It's real hard to control us. It's hard to remote control us. It's hard to it's hard to enslave us. It's one of the reasons we kind of piss everybody off. We kind of walk around with this extra freedom and joy despite all of the bullshit that people put us through. It's frustrating for them, for us not so much. And us talking about it and sharing about it and learning about it, it's another reason for us to feel that much more free, that much more creative, and to take our healing seriously. Our black bodies, our beautiful black femme bodies, yes, we love us. We do. We live in another world. It's one of the reasons I love the internet. And I want more black women on the mic. Our bodies are not defective. Our bodies have just been forced to carry extraordinary stress over extraordinary lengths of time. Okay. That changes everything. It means that our bodies have never been failing us. We've just been surviving, right? Yes. All right. And I want y'all to know this. Like, I'll never forget when I first started therapy. Anybody that's been in a long marriage, like every 7 years, there's this come to Jesus, like, are we even doing this right? Should we even keep going? I grew up in a lot of trauma, that was for the most part, not really ever addressed really, and there was an opportunity, and we decided, me and Coach Dad, that I was gonna get into deep therapy, and that he and I were both gonna go to couples counseling. It was very challenging, but it was the best thing we ever did. It was the best thing we ever did, and he was locked in too. Coach Dad was not. We weren't missing no appointments. He had them all scheduled. He would start making dates out of our appointments in the city. And even though I was there for some for a like a lifetime of just dealing with my own kind of behavior and reactions and where my body and where my mind was, and I was really, really, really to take this opportunity and make a change because I was brought up in a household where black people don't go to therapy. Therapy is for crazy people, and we're not crazy, and we're not going to go tell white people, some white doctor, like our business. Um, so even though I was going because I was in a very dark place, my sister and I call it the crevasse, I also remember how excited I was because I'd been asking for and wanting this help my whole life. I wasn't afraid. I couldn't wait. I wanted to understand myself. I wanted to heal. And my therapist, when we were a couple of months in, you ever been a black woman in therapy and you made your own therapist cry? Talking about the shit you went through. Girl, you found you a black lady therapist. My sister is a therapist. My sister is a black girl therapist. My sister, Kayla. My other sister, Caitlin, has her PhD in psychology. We take this shit very seriously, like very seriously. I'll never forget. My therapist smiled and she said something I'll never forget. She was like, Halicue, after one session, it was like really good. We had a really good breakthrough. I was just crying my eyes out. She cried a little bit more. And she said, the thing is, Halicue, you were born for this work. So many people come in here because somebody made them or they felt pressured or they were desperate. She's like, you, Belinda? Belinda from Hattiesburg High School, girl, welcome. Come on in. Belinda was one of the baddest bitches at Hattiesburg High School. Belinda was a track star. She's a runner. She's a track star. I always remember that, Belinda. I was just looking at a picture of you. But she said, you were born for this work. She could tell I was ready. I was absolutely ready. Pals, thank you for your daily harmony. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Oh, girl, thank you. Oh, girl, like really, like I'd been wanting the help. I had needed, ready to heal. I was ready for something different. I was ready to click into a to live the life that I know we as black women deserve to live. Oh, girl, you're waiting for the flash goal. I love you, pals. Y'all put some light bulbs in the chat for pals. But I feel like I was ready. And when she told me that, I'll never forget it. She goes, you were absolutely born for this work. She said, and I remember I was ready to heal. I was ready to build something different. And that's exactly how I feel about black women right now across this nation. We are ready. We are no longer trying to convince people that we're hurting or that we've suffered or what we've dealt with. We understand this shit wasn't our fault. And I'm talking specifically too about Black American women. I don't mean to leave anybody else out, but I don't know y'all struggle. I also know there are a lot of other nations and a lot of other of our, sisters and brothers from other nations that come into our nation and benefiting from the work that Black Americans have done over centuries, still having a bit of a superiority issue with us and how we don't know culture and we don't know who we are and y'all are better than us because y'all are from this nation or that nation. So I am, and with audacity, thank you. So that's who I'm talking about. All right. Not to disparage anybody else, but I want everybody, I'm talking about a specific struggle that we as Black American women have gone through. Cold World says we all need therapy. Track and field was my therapy. Yes. I know that's one of the reasons my girls are as healthy and as happy as they are. And Belinda will tell you, I was not an athlete, like at all. I was a pear shape. Oh, thank you for the corgi. Thank you. Thank you. My daughters ran track. They were both in JOs. Reese was a long jumper. Hallie ran the 400. She's here. All of her friends that are visiting right now from Amherst College. So soccer was number one. So she was recruited for soccer at Amherst College, but she also ran track. Belinda, I married a runner, a 400, 800, and miler and steeplechaser from Dartmouth College. So I am such a believer in young Black women, like, in sport. Put our girls in sports. Track and field is amazing, and so is soccer, okay? And on the track team, there's something for everybody to do, and mine was ballet. I was a pear-shaped ballerina. Hallelujah, Deborah put me in ballet. It was wonderful because I grew up in a house with, like, a strict upbringing. You couldn't be sharing your thoughts and your opinions. Oh, thank you. No, it is a good school. We're both Dartmouth class of 1994, and my experience was very Black. Y'all know Shonda Rhimes went to Dartmouth. She just donated a gorgeous new dorm too. It was $100 million. Beautiful. She just gave the children a beautiful new dorm at Dartmouth. But Black women are no longer trying to convince people that we're hurting and that we don't have any reason to be ashamed about getting help, right? Science has confirmed it. Now we, Black women, we get to decide what our healing looks like. All right. And y'all, I love this. I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share this with us. This has been kind of a working movement document, like I've been working on. Everything in this graphic is connected. The weathering, the 7 crucial decisions, everything we do about our politics, um, knowing and understanding our worth and our value to the political system, especially like liberal or progressive democratic politics. All of it is connected. And weathering explains the unique situation that Black women are in and the unique way that we vote. All right. The 7 crucial decisions became our interventions to stop this harm that is happening to us. So our movement goes just from Black women, we're amazing voters. We always show up and we show out. We're resting. We're doing economic activism. It's turned into something different. The rest that we decided we were going to do, y'all remember the day after the election day, and we were like, listen, we're 92%. Y'all got it. We resting. The rest interrupts exhaustion. Crucial decision number 2, our mental liberation. Because y'all know once we actually escaped the plantation and we made it all the way to Chicago, we made it all the way to Milwaukee, or we made it all the way to LA, they still wanted to mentally chain and keep us yoked and enslaved, right? Um, when we decided that like we were going to be mentally free, we're going to work on that, we're going to work on our emotional health, our mental health, and get the help and healing that we needed. That interrupts the chronic vigilance. Always on the lookout for, how are these white people tripping? Are they being racist to my child? What is going on? Where is my child? What did this teacher say to my child? Is that da da da? And at work, the way we have to constantly like, be vigilant, who's coming after us, who's got a problem with like our resume or how well we do our job, who's white women are especially brilliant at this, like microaggressions in the workplace. It is stressful and anxious as being a mom. Every time a child tells me about some bullshit, I gotta be like, who said that? Who said it? And then what they say? And who was with them? What they said it. And I got to go through this whole. Are these children just being stupid or are they being racist? And 9 times out of 10, y'all know me and a lot of women that hang out with me and a lot of my besties here on the internet. It all goes back to slavery and it's all racist. And I'm generally of the opinion people always trying it. And then they're like, "What do you mean, Halicue? I didn't mean that. That's not what I was trying to do. We're trying to say, fuck y'all. We know what the deal is." And that constant vigilance takes a toll on our mind and our bodies and our spirit and our energetics. When we decided that we were gonna unlearning the grind and this hustle culture, because all that shit comes out of slavery. Like from slavery, from the time we were enslaved in slave cabins and they rung the bell, like, get the fuck up and get to these fields. How much did you pick? Go back and finish working. You can't sleep, you can't rest till that sack is filled up. That's where the unlearning and that as black women, we're only as valuable as how much money we making, how much we're giving, how much our output is. We decided that we're going to unlearn the grind. What that does is it interrupts the exhaustion that we feel. That's weathering, right? The economic power, another reason that we suffer weathering is because of financial stress and economic stress. Y'all see what the stunt queen in chief did the second he got into office. Let's kick 300,000 black women out of like the federal workforce. Let's go ahead and just kneecap them. Let's kneecap them economically out the gate. So when we practice economic activism, that interrupts the financial stress. Do y'all see how like all of this is like this is all part of the same thing? Thank you, pals, for recommending that book. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So the economic activism and when we're facilitating this great wealth transfer, we're not going to the chop shop nail shops anymore, the beauty supply stores. We're going to black owned beauty supply stores. We're learning to do our own fingernails, or we're going to black nail techs, black salons, right? For our manis and our petties. That's us. That's us facilitating our own $7 billion wealth transfer because that's money that we control. Where we get our nails done, where we get our little facial peels, where we get our eyebrows done, where we get our nails done, we control that. So yeah, that's something that we're doing immediately. And it's a part of fighting and reversing weathering. Wellness, when we talk about drink your okra water, drink your chlorophyll water, are you taking your black girl vitamins? Do you understand that you might be in perimenopause right now? You might be burnt out. Go listen to the HRT coach, follow Vibe Wellness Woman, listen to Dr. Jessica Shepard. Talk about these things. When we ritualize our wellness and we connect it to our ancestry, what that does is it interrupts depletion and us being undernourished and poorly nourished. Pal says, speaking of, if you know a black, thank you, pals. I appreciate that. All right. When we made that crucial decision that was crucial decision number 6 to celebrate black girl genius and creativity. When we talk about that as a 92% movement, what that does is it interrupts the idea of survival mode. When Pals told me she was making like a YouTube channel for whimsical black girls, I was like, I love it. I'm a whimsical. I'm a OG hottie. I'm a retired hot girl. I mean, I'm 54, but I love that. We need spaces and ways to be whimsical. I love that shit. I love the way black girls are romanticizing our lives. One of my favorite black girl creators, girl, she's doing her little study abroad and she just be making videos. She got her little outfit on. She's wandering through the book stalls of Paris. She's like, just romanticizing my life. I'm like, yes, girl, yes. My daughters could absolutely study at this house every day, but no, they want to go to the library. They want to have their drink. They want to go to the cafe. They want to get their headphones on. They want to vibe out. They want to make it an experience. And I say, yes, because that interrupts survival mode. That even interrupts just like we're thriving. No, I want us to flourish like hothouse exotic blooms. That's what I want for black women. All right. So our political accountability that interrupts harmful policy. This isn't random. The way we all came up with this, and I wasn't the one that came up with it. I'm just channeling it and talking about it and making sure and creating a container and making sure we have a space to gather. That's the reason for the podcast. It's the reason for the TikTok channel. It's the reason for the YouTube. It's the reason for the Substack. Y'all join me in following all of those places and I will follow you right back. So we have a new political framework. This is where I think our politics, black women's politics, y'all know us, y'all know my chart. That's us. That's the 92%. That's the way we show up at the ballot box. This is where Black women's politics change forever. I don't want politicians competing for my vote by simply promising programs. And as Black women, aren't we tired of people just promising shit to us? I want politicians when they come to talk to me or they ask me like, "What are Black women voters thinking?" or "How come y'all aren't wait, why aren't Black people behind this candidate or this candidate? What's going on?" I want them competing for Black women's vote by promising and showing me what they got. What do they have in their briefcase? What do they have in their planning, their policy planning to reduce weathering in Black women? That's all I care about. Every policy, does it reverse weathering for Black women? Every budget, does it reduce financial and economic stress for Black women? Every law, does it reduce weathering for Black women? That's all I care about. That's seriously, for Black women, that's all I care about because it's multifaceted and multidimensional. Every proposal, all I wanna know is and all of these questions, every single question about policy, budget, law, every proposal, it should answer one simple question: "Does this reduce weathering for Black women?" And if the answer is no, it doesn't belong. It's like, what was it, Sesame Street, or was that Mr. Rogers? It was like, one of these things is not like the other, or was it the electric company? Does it reduce weathering for Black women? If the answer is no, it doesn't belong because when Black women and I want us to know too, the reason this is important is because what's good for us is good for everybody. We are matrilineally and we are communally based. Even the most selfish, self-centered Leos of us, everything we do in general will end up resulting in a benefit for everyone. Gigi says Black women need a break. For fuck's sake, Queen should be acknowledged as such. And the truth of the matter is, Gigi, our rest, the calm that we get, the naps that we take, it puts us in a creative space. It helps us be in contact with the ancestors. It helps us be able to breathe, slow down, to think, to meditate, to speak with more clarity, to share our visions and our mantles. It's so important, right? So I take this very important. I take this as something that's very important for us as Black women, especially Black women voters. This is why I take physical, mental, emotional healing so seriously. Why is the physical healing important? Yes, rest is an act of resistance, Gigi. Gigi made it a wonderful point. And I wanna say this, and I don't mean to take it too energetic and spiritual, but I believe that's a part of it. Because certainly one of the ways they fight us and they oppress us and they try to keep us down is through spirituality and energetics. It's true, that's what microaggressions are. All it is energetic warfare, okay? So the reason it's important and our physical healing is important because the weathering is not our fault, but it is our responsibility to heal. That's where the future is for us as Black women and this nation is. Don't tell them that because they'll think we're working for them. Fuck them. All right. History has always tried to control Black women's bodies. That's why our physical healing is important. From slavery to forced labor to reproductive injustice, healthcare biases. Our bodies have always, and when I say I mean American Black women descended from slaves. Don't let my tragic light skinnedness fool you. 4 Black grandparents. My ancestry, I'm descended from, our enslaved ancestors going back at least 5 generations. I'm very lucky. I'm married to a historian and a man that was, like, chief marketing officer for Ancestry.com. I recommend that we all in some way do our own ancestral research. I know it's not easier, but it's getting better and better and easier to do. Okay. Black women's bodies in this country have always been political battlefields. So, movement, our nutrition, are we able to get sleep? Are we able to do strength training? Are we able to access therapy? Thank you for leveling up, y'all. Are we able to see a doctor, a Black doctor? Are we able to get enough sunlight every day? All of that becomes resistance. The better we take care of ourselves, the more we're able to resist. And I want everybody to know that I'm accepting kisses right now. And I love the sunshine. Y'all come sit in the sunshine with me, okay? All right. We have somebody that says, my husband is Panamanian. My daughter hit the recessive genetic lottery. All right. So that is important. Mental healing. This is the part that's so important. That's why I love my therapist to this day. That woman saved my life. The mental healing is important for Black women, and it's political because they tried to convince us and they keep trying to convince us we're ugly. Do y'all remember how they said Kamala gave us one of the do y'all remember the Big Sister General video? And she just threw her mouth open. Like, I really fell in love with her right there because 'cause I'm Big Sister General. Like, that was so universal, that was so beautiful Black girl to me, I couldn't believe people were criticizing her. That woman had the that woman had the silk press of silk presses, and they hit her with everything. She's not really Black, she blah, 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 she's a cop, she da, 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 da. That laugh is ugly. Y'all know they can't stand our laugh. They can't stand when we're happy and joyful. So that's why the mental healing is important. They try to convince us we're ugly. They try to convince us we're inferior. Whole time copying everything about us. Our skin, our hair, the way we talk. It's whole communities. Looking at you, LGBTQ white community. That makes a whole part of their culture and who they are by imitating us and the way we talk. They'll imitate everything about us except the way we vote. Y'all want to imitate us, imitate the way we vote and bring some blessing into your life. Y'all think y'all gonna be blessed just by trying to the whole time talking about how we ugly and ghetto. It's whole white girls got a whole blueprint how to bag Black athletes, and one of their strategies is to point out how ugly and ghetto we are. It's true. They be talking about it. We just saw that like a month ago here on TikTok. Okay, so that's real. We're not imagining stuff. All right. They want to convince us we're ugly, we're ghetto, that we're dirty, that we're less intelligent, that we're less worthy, less feminine, less deserving. Okay. So the mental liberation is refusing every lie we inherited. And Wubsy says cosplaying us all the time while trying to make us feel bad about our shine. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And also and our emotional healing. That is important because fear, oh, they want us to just stay in a fear-based state of mind. Fear keeps all of their fucked up racist systems going. That's the reason the Republican Party is in the Republican Party is in office ubiquitously. They done took over all three branches of government. The reason they are in charge is because they've scared the shit out of white people. They've scared the shit out of white people. Literally, Barack Obama scared the hell out of Beyonce. Uh, just putting her foot in the Country Music Awards and how successful Barack Obama's presidential run was for 8 years scared the shit out of them. It made them come face to face with the lie of white supremacy. So many of them, and it's white folks like admitting this, like, well, who am I if I'm white and poor? What's going on? If I'm white and broke, it must be somebody else's fault. And so the Republican Party makes everybody afraid of us. They make us afraid of immigrants. That's the answer. Because the truth is, like, the lie of white supremacy is just that, a lie. They need people afraid and they really want us afraid. Even other minority groups that are getting rounded up and deported and all that, they want us afraid. You're next. You're next. We don't live there anymore. The fear keeps these fucked up systems alive. Sadness, exhaustion, hopelessness, isolation. If they can keep our spirits and our energy depleted, they don't have to fight our power. We'll do it for them. We'll just lay down. Too exhausted. So joy becomes our strategy. That's why I say politics, joy, and intelligence briefing for Black women. This is a movement that insists upon joy. Oh, and again, happy birthday to our forever president, Barack Obama, and that's from Miss Betty Boop. By the way, Betty Boop is Black. Okay, Betty Boop is Black. All right. So that's why they need everything to be fear-based. That's why they wanna keep us emotionally damaged still and emotionally enslaved. Because if they can keep our spirits depleted, then they don't have to fight our power, right? So peace, our inner peace, when we say we're protecting our peace, we're resting, that's political. Joy is a part of our strategy. Joy also glitches the oppressor. They can't stand seeing beautiful, carefree, like, Black women, really. So that's why we need the emotional healings. Our joy is the strategy, our peace is political, and hope, looking towards a bright future, not sharing about it with everybody because I'm not even saying the future looks bright for everybody. It don't. For Black women, it looks amazing. If you're aligned with us, you got a chance. Everybody else, I don't know, and I don't care. Not my problem. Okay. So the 92% movement is not asking Black women to become some kind of like superhuman. We're basically already superhuman to have survived all this bullshit. We're asking America, we're insisting that the politicians that want our support, if they want our support right there, they've got to stop creating unnecessary weathering. In fact, I need for them to work towards it. And while we organize for that future, we're going to restore ourselves. We're going to do it one ritual, one boundary, one creative project, one vote, one sister at a time. I promise you that. And now the news. All right. How is everybody doing? How are we doing? Y'all come on, get your t-shirt. Pals, thank you so much for your hard work. Thank you all to the moderators and to the executive committee. I love y'all. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you all for sharing out the live. I'm going to send myself a few go populars. I'm going to repost it myself. I'm going to send myself a few go populars. I would love if y'all actually, do I not have any coins? Am I coin? No, I have coins. What's going on? Uh-oh. Oh, it's because my daily heart me is ashy. How can my own daily heart me be ashy? So I'm gonna send my own daily heart me. Thank you all so much for doing that. I'd love if we reached our live goals today. Thank you all for supporting the live. I appreciate it. I am going to send some go populars. I would appreciate it if y'all would make those cascade. Hey, Nikki Cinnamon, thank you so much. Thank y'all. I'm so happy you're here. I really am from the bottom of my heart. And thank you all for y'all. We're going to get to 200 likes. I know we are. I know we are. Thank you. Let's activate those. Let's activate those. Activate those tappers. Get your fingers going. All right. So news today. News today. News today. News today. Is there anything else besides our birthdays? Our good Duchess, Megan, Duchess of Sussex. So today is her birthday. Who knew? I did not notice that. I did not know that today was her birthday too. Y'all know I love my good Duchess. Y'all, can I say too? There was a time when it was kind of stressful following her and watching her, and I love her for lots of different reasons. I mean, she's a Black princess for heaven's sake. Like please reveal our community gift. You can find it by tapping live gifts. I really how do I do that? By tapping live gifts? I'm not sure how to do that. Let's see. I'm not sure, girl, how to do that. Give me more instructions. I can do it by tapping live gifts. I don't know. Let me see. How do I access the live gifts? Let me go. Somebody help me figure out. I need more coaching around. It should say reveal. Where up here on the screen? Is it there? Let me just keep tapping till I see it. Nope. Y'all tell me what it's close to. Is it up in the upper half? Is it in the lower half? It says reveal. Guarantees are in the way. What does that say? Edit template. I don't want to do that. Where there's gifts, let me see. It's on the way to all the way on the left. Okay. I unlocked my own milestone. That's crazy. Okay. It's all the way to the left. So I'm looking all the way to the left. I'm looking up and down all the way to the left. So it's all the way to the left. If I go there, group chats, Halicue showcase, gifts, community. If I go to community, does it show it? Nope. Oh, got it. And unlock new styles. Okay. Hand reveal. I don't know. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm being totally where are your roses? My roses. I'm doing it. How am I doing it? How? Okay, do I go back there? Hold on. Your community gift reveal gift. Oh, I'm mad at y'all for making me cry up here. Why'd y'all do that? Y'all, that's really beautiful. Oh my goodness. Y'all don't tell Dr. Lisa I was in here crying. Y'all make my that's why I wear this heart necklace. That's how y'all make me feel. Y'all are too much. Y'all made that and y'all know that fairy design. Y'all know who that wh- who's your favorite Sicilian? You're my favorite Sicilian. I love Sicily, by the way. Sicily was where I learned how to make octopus. You're supposed to freeze it before you cook it. You're supposed to freeze it so you can humanely end its life before you cook it. I like Sicily very much. Sicily has a very unique oh my gosh, y'all, thank you. I'm adding another one. Are you kidding me? No, I want it's saying, "Do you want another?" No, I want the one we just had. Don't let me figure out how to put that up there. Oh my goodness. Y'all, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Let's set a new goal with that. That one was so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Thank you to everyone who just contributed. Thank you to Detroit's Daughter, Gwendolyn, Nikki, Fur Baby, KJ, Humor Mike. Y'all, thank you so much. Pal, Cinderella, Ocean Summer. Thank you. OMG. Let's go. I want to go back to Sunflower Halo. I'm going to edit the gift goal. We going back. Let's add a gift. Where is she? Can I see her? Why did y'all do that? That just oh my goodness, Sunflower Halo. Put 200 of them up there. I can't see enough of them. And that's because when I tell you everything about that came from y'all and it kind of rocks my world because Naylin came up with that first. Can somebody is Naylin in here? Can somebody please let her know about that? Please. I got to take some kind of like picture of it and send it to her. Y'all done got me all off script. Oh my gosh. Happy camper. That was so pretty. They made that such a moment. Thank you all. I didn't, and I'd wondered for the longest time. I was like, why does everybody else have one of those and I don't have one? What did I do wrong? Thank you. If y'all hadn't have done that, I might have gone forever without seeing it. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, that was so beautiful. I'm going to share that with everybody on my stories. I've got to figure out how to and y'all make sure if you like the t-shirt and you're checking out the t-shirt, please make sure to go ahead and check on out. Thank you all for looking at it and thank you all for that. I appreciate it. And she's very reasonable too. She's beautiful. Oh my gosh, thank you, Gigi. And yes, you are my favorite Sicilian. I like Sicily very much. Sicily is a reasonable place to go visit and be fabulous. If y'all need villa recommendations, let me know. Probably one of the most beautiful villas me and Coach Dad and the kids ever stayed in was in Sicily. It was outside of Taormina. It was really, really beautiful. Thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. I hate to follow that with this fuck ass news. Anthropic. Y'all, thank you from the bottom of my heart. The CEO of Anthropic, and this is actually relevant to us because one of the crucial decisions we made after election day in 2024 was that Black women were going to unlearn the grind. Right? We're going to stop overworking, stop like trying to prove ourselves through perfectionism and people pleasing and martyrdom. Um, and the reason we're fighting, and it's a part of weathering, like truly, all of that is a part of weathering. It's what contributes to that cumulative biological, physiological effect of the racialized stress. This goes straight to that. So the CEO, his name is Emoti. He says this man is the entire reason that San Francisco and the Bay Area is now more expensive to live in than New York. Um, the Anthropic CEO Dario Amodi told colleagues that he worries that new hires are joining for the paycheck rather than the mission of Anthropic. You got a lot of fucking nerve to start something like AI and for you all to have the freaking market cap that y'all have. We have no idea how harmful, as much as I love AI and it's a micro entrepreneur, it's very important to me. But you got a lot of nerve on here saying people care more about the money that they earn from their paycheck than the mission. If somebody got fired from Anthropic, they would just hire the next person the next day. They wouldn't so much as send your family flowers. Yeah, why else would they be working? We don't ascribe to that kind of thinking. Fuck you, pay me. I don't know who said it first, Beyonce or Kanye. I'm gonna put that over there. Emoti. That's why people are working, sir, for the money, sir, and moving here. You know how much it costs to like it costs $6, $7 just to cross over the Golden Gate Bridge or the Oakland Bridge or the Richmond Bridge just to get to work. $6, $7 off top. Yeah, people like to eat. Oh no. Please. Oh, also Supreme Court birthright citizenship ruling. They're so incompetent and mediocre. There shouldn't have been no challenge to birthright citizenship. But again, what do we know about y'all stunt queen in chief? All he doesn't know how to govern. He don't know how to do any of that. All he knows how to do is front and lie. Y'all stunt queen, president, what's his name? His effort to end birthright citizenship through executive action. Through executive action, like he's a fucking king. Appears to have reached its legal endpoint as the administration has missed a deadline to seek Supreme Court reconsideration of a ruling that struck down his executive order. They missed a deadline. They even their staff, and you know, the Republican Party said this. The way Washington, D.C. runs is on staffers, and there's certain places and think tanks like the Heritage Foundation that vet and hire these young people and then put them in different areas of the government. They just said themselves that they have been prioritizing and that the stunt queen in chief in the Republican Party prioritizes loyalty and ideology over competence, intelligence, and skill. So just let them, and they tried to get rid of as many black women out of DC as they could. Let them burn. That's their MO, incompetence and mediocrity. Gwendolyn says they have been missing all of the deadlines, including candidates. So hey, what are we supposed to do about it? Oh well. Except remember that incompetence and mediocrity and caucasity. Okay. So that's where we are. He previously pledged to seek a rehearing. Can't spell rehearing. Can't hear. How are you gonna call for a rehearing? But the deadline for filing such a request passed without the administration submitting a petition. Hallelujah. I mean, I good. Get get nothing done. Wonderful. Hey, big Karen, what's going on? Welcome. Also, the United States is out of ammo. The United States has used quote unquote virtually all of its long range precision missiles during the Iran war. Okay. Almost all of them, according to two of the sources. The degree to which the military is running out of ATACMSs and precision strike missiles has not been previously reported. We have one of the largest military. We have the largest military budget in the world on the planet, and we out of ammos because we got led into a war we didn't had no business running, and we're losing said war. Thank you for the daily heart, me. What's up, 80%? You are welcome here. The degree to which military is running out of these weapons has not been previously reported. The long range munitions are an important part of the military's arsenal, allowing accurate strikes from a safe distance. Okay. Analysts say such weapons, which cost $1 million each, would be important in any conflict with China, Russia. And what's happened is they'll come to Congress with their begging bowl out and then talk about how we hate the troops because we're not giving them this money. I say don't give them another dime. Not so much as another dime because we ain't had no business over there. $1 trillion budget. Tell them, Black Jim. $1 trillion budget, no ammo. Okay. And they supposed to be the party of fiscal responsibility. Okay. Supposed to be the party of family values, but okay. All right. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. All right. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Oh, and also Pentagon and other. This is what happens when you have a functioning alcoholic. and sentient wannabe GI Joe doll as Secretary of War. That's what we get. The Pentagon is now crowdsourcing war strategy. Okay. The request from senior officers in the U.S. military command uh, carrying out the stunt queen in chief's war with Iran came in with an email that says, "We need ideas. We are looking for new and creative." They're asking this of our young men and women in the military. We're looking for new and creative, unconventional ways to pressure and punish Iran. Okay, all right, okay, all right. Crowdsourcing the war, asking the soldiers how we win the war. Okay, how should we do? Okay, all right, okay. This is so not funny. My nephew is in the Air Force. Like, this ain't none of this shit funny. Uncle Russell had an entire like military career. This isn't funny. They asking for ideas. I guess testosterone and the gender affirming care. Did we get to 200K? Yay! Oh, y'all, I gotta go and get to my appointment. And finally, in the news, in explosive diarrhea news, we finally 2 people have died. It's not funny. This is what happens when you let somebody like the stunt queen in chief and Robert Kennedy Jr. be in charge of health policy in this nation. 2 people have died in the cyclospora outbreak in Michigan, state health officials announced on Monday, the first death confirmed in the U.S. related to the microscopic parasite. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services said both people had underlying health conditions that may have been impacted by the intestinals. Okay, okay, that may have been attested by the intestinal illness and dehydration. The department said it would not provide additional information about the deaths. Of course, they're not. Cyclospora is a microscopic spherical parasite that commonly causes watery diarrhea with frequent and sometimes explosive bowel movements. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Crucial decision that Black women of the 92% made. One of them was to ritualize our wellness and connect it to ancestry. Go back to the old ways. My grandmother, between the way she would require that we washed greens and lettuce, my grandmother would make us wash lettuce as hard as she made us wash greens. Yes, girl, dehydration alone could take you out. Correct. That's why when the babies get fevers and shit, Black when we get crazy over Pedialyte and hydration and Gatorade. Because we know, yes, you can die from the dehydration alone. Erin is a healthcare professional in addition to being an amazing writer. Buy Scion of Earth and Sea, her latest book, and read her latest article on Substack. Okay. And follow her. Go back to the old ways, the way your grandmama told you to clean the kitchen, the way your grandmama told you to put a cap full of bleach. It don't matter what other people think or what they think about toxicity. All these things and these rituals around cleaning and all that, they come from our ancestry and our past because they put us in these slave cabins. They wouldn't let us watch. They tried to have us living in filth and poverty. That's why Black women are so serious about keeping our kitchen clean, keeping our food clean. Our Caribbean brothers and sisters, you got some frozen in the freezer right now, using Dettol, Lysol to clean our floors, not going to bed with dishes in the sink. It's Black women. Thank God. That's why I love that man to this day, Coach Dad, because he understands my trauma around dishes and cleaning and keeping a clean kitchen. Thank goodness for him. Go back to the old ways of doing things. 92%. I've got to get out of here today and get to this because look at these roots. These roots, I done already covered these roots up. Y'all see my streak right there? Y'all know Grandma Halicue was fully had a full head of white hair by the time she was like 35 years old. So I gotta get these roots under control. Otherwise, your girl gonna be walking around here looking like Bride of Frankenstein. All right. So I'm gonna get out here. So go return to the old ways of cleaning our kitchens and our homes and preparing our food. Ritualizing our wellness and ancestry. Go back to the old ways. Your mama and your grandma will tell you keep your kitchen clean. Okay, girl, y'all get the shirt. Check out. It's one of my favorite ones. Let me go get to the let me go get to the Madison Reed. I love my Madison Reed because everybody there is Black. Like I don't know what it is about how we attract all these amazing colorists at Madison Reed, like the one in my little town. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. I'm so happy we had our time together. Y'all know how grateful I am for us, how I would choose to come back as a Black woman in every single lifetime. I love us from the bottom of my heart. 92%. I am so grateful that Black women are finally living in an era where science is catching up to what our ancestors already knew. Weathering is not our fault, but healing is our responsibility, and it's how we are going to walk into our bright, beautiful future. Okay, our bodies are not weak. They were just carrying impossible loads. And I am grateful we no longer have to mistake freaking just surviving, shuffling and surviving. Like, we don't have to do that anymore. That we don't have to look for our identity in that. I'm grateful that healing is becoming our inheritance instead of something that just kind of exists off there in a place that we can't afford and culturally we don't fuck with. I'm grateful that every day y'all gather together in the sunshine with me and that we as Black American women is a 92% that we are choosing restoration together. Okay. I love us. Thank you, Ocean Summer. I appreciate that. Y'all, let me go Dottie's roots like real quick. And I will catch us tomorrow. Come sit in the sunshine with me tomorrow on the Sunshine Report. As I say at the end of every broadcast, to the beautiful, bold, brilliant Black women of the 92%, all the love in my heart. And also to the people that are aligned with us. And to everybody else, I want y'all to have the day that you voted for. 92%. We tried to tell you hoes. We tried to tell y'all. All right. Love y'all. Mwah. Bye, y'all. Bye, YouTube. Bye, Substack. Mwah.